Superman issue 32. Now, is this the last book that Phil Kennedy Johnson is doing of the official Superman title? Not Action Comics, but Superman, before Tom Taylor does the Son of Kal-El, Book of Tomorrow, John Kent Superman book. I don't know. Is it? I think it is. I can't remember, because this kind of wraps up like the Shadowbreed story in a pretty fun way. An arc that I really enjoyed. And this book is just really good looking. I enjoy every second of it. So when we open up the book, we are getting more narration because, of course, this is kind of a letter that Clark is writing to Jon, just talking about how much he loves him. And he kind of just recap how, like, the events leading to where they are currently. So, like, the king of this planet is, like, he's, like, you know, the most powerful being in the world, pretty much, for this planet. And his son is working with Faldor, and they're just like, hey, we can control the Shadowbreed, and we can use them to our advantage somehow there, my king. He's like, no, that's stupid. Do you remember what happened last time we tried to fight these things? So they have them contained in like this weird ball, and the king knocks it out of his hand, and it breaks down again, and that is what unleashes the Shadowbreed to come again to these people. And you're like, okay, that's very compelling and interesting. What are we going to do when we happen? What's going to happen next? So we cut back to the present day, and we see Jon is trying to save the new king, and he's like, okay, I got this. I got this. Everything is going fine. Where's my dad? My dad has been consumed by the Shadowbreed. Oh, shit, I'm the last hope. So he's struggling to figure out how to do all this. He's doing his best to figure everything out. He's breaking through the machines. He's battling all these creatures. He's throwing them into the sky, thinking this is going to work. I'll be okay. I can't be consumed by this. But he does get consumed by it, but when he does, suddenly the burst out of him is Clark, and we see that, okay, Clark is here to save his son. So before we see Jon get kidnapped by these Shadowbreed symbiote-looking things, his dad saves him, and it's very classic Superman fun. So they're like, we got out of there, how are we going to defeat these things? And we need to find a plan that's going to defeat them. And we realized, okay, maybe the heat vision would have an effect on it, but the construction was inspired by, you know, Clark's heat vision, so we need to find something else that's going to be able to stop it. And basically, the plan we come to in order to stop this creature is we're going to need Jon to use hyperviolet. They say hyperviolet, I think. It's a different form of heat vision that not even Clark can do, because we're building up. Jon is going to be the next generation of Superman, so he's going to have different powers. It's kind of fun. So we see that, okay, Jon's taking a minute here. He's trying to figure out, can I do this? Can I control this to use this hyperviolet light heat vision? He's like, I'm not doing it. His dad's like, I know you can do it, son. You got this. I believe in you. You're able to take care of this. And we see the light burst from him, and the hyperviolet light comes out, and it looks really good. That page was sick, where the giant machine is coming down to attack Jon. He uses the hyperviolet light, breaks it, dismembers it. It looks great. They defeated it. Everything looks like it's going to be fine, and everything's going to be saved. And, you know, there's not much to this issue. It is pretty much like the wrap-up to the story. We're going to use a different power to defeat it, which is a very Superman thing to do. People might get mad. It's like, oh, that's simple. He just used a different power. I'm like, yeah, that's what Superman does. He just uses the one thing that he hasn't tried yet to save the day. That's every Superman book. That is how every Superman book should go. So it works fine with me. I like it a lot. And just like the narration from Clark just saying, like, I know you're going to be the best Superman you can be, one that I want to aspire to become. I love it. That's great stuff. I don't know why people are still upset with Jon being this guy. Like, this is exactly what a Superman book should be. When Superman has a son, this is how it should be handled. Clark's going to be like, you are inspiring me. I wish I was like you, son, because you are going to do so many great and powerful things. So Jon and Clark are able to, like, free the planet. Everything kind of goes back to normal. Like, the entire planet of Thrakis is seeing Jon as a hero, the way that they saw Clark in the beginning of the book. And it's great. And we get a beautiful page where we see Clark is just like, you know, when you went away with my dad, I didn't think you would be the same person when you come back. But all I see now is, like, that happy kid you were when you left. And I'm like, yeah, that's what he has been the whole time. People still upset that he's going to be something different. Jon has been the same character. He's just taller. He's just a little bit more scrawny, and he's got some nicer hair. That's all the difference there is to the character. He's still the great character, and it's just really fun to see. So the Shadowbreed story, it wraps up kind of quickly, but that's the point. It's like, okay, Jon solved the problem. He's going to be an okay Superman and be able to take the job when Clark eventually has to step down, which is a very cool thing to see. And I just love it. It's just Clark being like, yeah, I wish I was like you, son. You were really good at this, and you were a really fun person to be around. You're a great Superman. You're going to be the best Superman. You're just going to, like, someday you'll be the best hero, and you're just, I love you, boy. That's Superman. That is fun. That is great. That is so nice, and I just really enjoy it. So, hyperviolet light, that's probably a power we're going to see come up again in some other story. And that's it for that, but we do have a backup in this book that we've been dealing with too, and I think this is kind of like the wrap-up for the backup, and of course, it's Bibbo Bobowski focus, because Bibbo is the best, and basically we see like he made a mistake talking with the girl earlier, and now he doesn't know what to do. He wants his help his friends, but he doesn't trust himself to do the right thing. And I understand that, like, you've been through a lot there, Bibbo, so we're going to have a plan. We got to get Loose Cannon back. We got to figure out where he is, but we don't know how to do that. So Bibbo's going to do some investigative journalism, and he's going to go talk to some people at a shady bar. So he goes down there, and he's trying to get a hold of some of, like, the patrons, but they don't want to talk to him. And we see Akrata, who's this, like, the lady of the shadows, the master of shadows, kidnaps Bibbo into the wall, and she's like, yeah, I know how we can get to Loose Cannon. So they go through the wall, they end up with Loose Cannon, and they feel like he's still getting affected by what happened to him with this projectress. So how are we going to save him? That's what we're here to figure out. So we got a plan in place. We're going to get Loose Cannon out, and we're going to take down Projectress once and for all. And it kind of comes down to Bibbo to do the right thing. So Bibbo kind of just like sees his future, that he could have the Projectress that she's been implanting in his head the whole time. And after he realizes that that's not real, he's able to go against her, take her down. And it's a really good Bibbo story. So Bibbo saves the day being the hero in the... It's just really good. It's just fun. This is Bibbo. I can't believe we're getting a Bibbo backstory. It's great. It's so fun. Oh, man. It's great. You're not going to do a Superman story in Metropolis. Sure, use Bibbo, use Jimmy, use Ambush Bug. Have fun with these characters. They are all really cool still. It's great to see it. So that was a fun way to wrap up this story, having Bibbo be the hero to take down the villain. That was cool. I got to admit, that was pretty cool to see. This was a great issue. It wrapped up this story arc pretty nicely. Every character had their moment. The writing was superb, and the art was just gorgeous to look at every turn. I think a lot of people should check out this run. I know it's ending soon, but we're going to see, you know, Kennedy Johnson take on more stuff with Action Comics. I can't wait to see what that's going to be. This has just been a really fun side story until then. Very science fiction and very enjoyable. You guys should check it out. It's definitely a good Superman story that is worth investigating more. So Superman issue 32, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.